a lot of serious things are going on in my life right now, okay? So don't fucking laugh. Okay. Where's my phone? Okay, here it is. 12:30 a.m. is the 21st of July. I need to write some things down. Okay. Today was a crazy day. I'll tell you about it. So, I went at first. What did I do first thing? Okay, I woke up and I woke up with my covers over my head because it was cold, and then I had like the strangest dream. Hold on, got my incense going and my tea, and my curtains like I need to fix it. Okay, I woke up and I had the strangest dream. I dreamt that I was doing a major in a random college in a random town in painting aquatic animals. I That was like my major, and I was so miserable that I just kept doing it because I was like, I love painting. I was supposed to like it this much, but I don't know what the fuck that dream was because why is it's just so funny and specific. But you know what? It really revealed something. It revealed something to me. Can you hear me? It revealed something to me. I make a lot of decisions based on what I should want, not what I want. And what else happened in the dream? It was very like vivid. I was walking around, I was in the library at some point, and I was looking up like illustrations to copy. Like, I'm not, like, I kind of want to do that actually. I'm gonna go hunt for aquatic animal books and copy the illustrations. But, um, so I was miserable, but I just didn't change my major for some reason because it's too much effort, which is what's happening right now. Am I gonna do anything? No, because the resumption is such a strange word, but the deadline for telling LaSalle that I'm gonna be back is tomorrow, and I had like a week to do it. I got my calendar down from the wall. I had a week to do it, but naturally I was working all week. Okay, leave me alone. So I sent it today, and then I told her that the loan will take some time to process. I really hope that she doesn't say that I'm not allowed to start back because I don't have the money to pay for it. I need to wait for the loan. And if I don't have the loan, I really hope she doesn't say you have to wait for another year because I don't fucking want to do that. Okay. So I had that dream, and then I woke up to a bunch of messages, and I looked at my phone and realized it was Monday. I was supposed to do two things. I was supposed to meet Sam, who's a friend of mine, who's directing a play, and also this new place near Juchet that. So I responded to Sam because he was like, hello, and he hadn't left his house yet, and I was like, oh my god, I overslept. Let's reschedule. And then I told the lady, I woke up at like this was around maybe 12, 11:54. I texted her, I'm on my way. I was in bed just to see if I don't know, if she responded, then that means that I could make my way. I don't know what my fucking thought process behind that was. That's just so like, it's because I'm so worried that she'll think I'm like irresponsible and then get mad at me and then not want to do the viewing. But that's some Singaporean people really are like that. Okay, maybe not Singapore, maybe like a lot of people everywhere. They get really pissy at you. It's like, come on, chill. Um, so, and then stupid thing, after I texted her, I went back to sleep. Like, what the fuck? And then I woke up and she had called me like twice, and I was like, sorry. I woke up at 2 p.m. And so I decided to make my way to G-Chat for the viewing. I had like the snacks that I bought for the screening because I never have time to eat properly the last few days. I haven't been cooking. I've just been eating like shit. And then I went to see the place, the Juchet place. This is what I want to. I have really big decisions to make. And I feel like I don't want to make big decisions. I want to crawl back into the uterus. Any uterus. Just, okay. Let me show you. I feel really bad because after I saw the place, it's like a lot mentally to do this alone. I sent videos to a friend of mine and she didn't respond. And I said, I'm sorry, I was putting it on you, dumping stuff on you. But that's not how I meant it. I'm just really worried. You know when you have friends who are like really like I never know what she's thinking. I know what her boundaries are. If I complain a lot to her, is she like, girl, I never know. So I went to see the place. It's in a really like nice, sexy area. It's like in the middle of Juche. I can go anywhere. Obviously, grocery shopping will be so difficult because the only thing that's near is like this really fancy grocers, which I'm obviously not gonna buy from. But there's a fair price. There's Parkway Parade nearby. Um, I was doing this yesterday, like talking. I didn't like any of the videos because I was like, this is, I don't know, this is not right. I filmed like at least five and I said bye and I went to sleep. Um, but I like it when my Singaporean accent like comes out of hiding just for like a word. Parkway Parade. Okay, so this Parkway Parade nearby. I don't know if there's an NTUC. I know that there's a giant because used to live in that area, like where Juchet is, keep going down, and then just before Baduk, I used to live there with this creepy old British guy who would like try to caress me. Ew, okay. Um, it was the only place I could find, okay, and I was really like mentally exhausted from people saying no Indians allowed, and I was like, you know what? A creepy old white man will only idolize me and not do that. So I was also like 21. I feel like that's something a 21-year old would do. But I feel like if it happened right now, I would just like leave the country. And if I couldn't, I would just would I do the same? Probably not. I'll just run away to Malaysia, find like the next most affordable. What was I gonna Google for you? Oh, okay, not for you, Parkway. I need to find if there's a grocery store. Let's make a list together. Okay. Grocery stores near Juche. Um it's like in a really like swanky area. I don't know why I said swanky like that. And there's so many things to do around. I'm near East Coast Park. I like this spot. Like there's art galleries. There's like a dog grooming thing right below my place. I love dogs. There's yeah, art galleries everywhere. There's like little boutiques and like cool little hip thrift and fashion places. That's nice. Okay, let's do a pros and cons list. Juliet, pros and cons. I feel like ever since like my mom's house is the default option for me, and so I love it so much. It's in such a nice neutral area that I grew up in. Like sometimes I feel miserable, but I'm used to the misery because I grew up there, you know? I grew up with my mom yelling at me, and I really wish I could go back and live happily with my mom and pay less than what I'm paying right now. But there's pros and cons to every single space, you know? I feel like I need to stop like the more I calculate, the more none of it seems ideal. But there will be no ideal. there will be things that you sacrifice and learn to live with, and others that you hate in every single place. There's no everywhere you go. Like here, this is nice. Like I'm used to this because it's been a month and it's like chill. They're nice people that I'm living with, even though I feel really bad and awkward for intruding on their family. Like I think when the son wanted to watch the FIFA World Cup, but he didn't because the TV's right there. I don't know if it's because of me that he turned the TV off, but I was leaving anyways to do that fuck ass shift at the pub. But it's just little things like that. I think I like to live in a place where it's not a family. Everybody leaves me alone. But that being said, I really like this area, but I didn't when I first came because it was so like neighborhoodly, heartlandy. It was so like obviously when I first moved in here, I was like unfamiliar, so I didn't like it. But I'm kind of used to how like normal it is. Okay, so one pro is that it has really nice employment opportunities like downstairs, like art galleries. And also like there's so many cool spaces that are nearby. Gilman Barracks. How do you say barracks? An army barrack? Is that how I pronounce it? It's nearby. So if I do more theater, which you know how when I first came back, I was like, I don't want to do stage or like running around backstage anymore. It turns out when you're in those circles, sometimes it's what you can get. I have a shift tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. So I have to leave here at 6:30 because I want to take the train. Oh yeah, okay. So there's so many things. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this and telling you about my day at the same time. So I went to see Juchet Place. Let me show you the video, and then I'll keep writing this while I tell you. I found like a stagehand kind of gig tomorrow, and they said it was gonna be 900 if I could commit to all, but I can't. So I think it's gonna be 250 for the days I can, because I have the Art Science Museum shift, and I really want to cancel it, but it's my first week, and I think this is a good thing to like keep up. And I don't think I'm gonna like earn the equivalent. Like the shifts that I do have for the museum plus the stagehand shift is not gonna make up $900, so I'm losing money. But in the long run, it's the job security, I think. Because once I start school, this might be the a really good job to keep for a few days a week and less pressure. How we're gonna earn money when school starts is I don't think I can keep this job actually, because at most it'll pay me like 200 a week. Okay, which is why I have to move to the Juchet place, which brings me to my next pro, which is that it's $200 cheaper. It was 650 if I got her down to 600. I did this emoji, please, I'm poor. It works, you know. Um, so $600 rent in Juchet. That's crazy. But the catch is utilities are not included. She said it's 70 to 170. 70 to 100 based on aircon usage. It's like these random Chinese ladies renting it out. And she was so nice. I was like, 谢谢. She's like, 谢谢. I like it when people from China are like nice and fun with me. Sometimes they're not, and it makes me. I just like it when people are nice and fun with me. There's this woman when I was buying a beer. She was like, are you? Let me look at your face. Are you? And then we both laughed about it because she was trying to see if I was over 18. Also, the other day when I did the fundraiser, Gina, the girl who does the space thing, she thought I was 17. And I did another gig at like this like lesbian party before, and it was like kind of stagehands and running the door, and she thought I was like 17 too. I didn't work with them after that because they asked me if I wanted to do like stage work for this like esports Olympic week, and then I was living in Malaysia, so I was like super late for a few days, and also they gave me comms, and I was like, I don't like this job. It's the comms. Fuck. So they don't like me, and then I stopped working with them, and I don't like them either because it was just they gave me so much attitude, like not undeserved, but what the fuck. Okay, maybe it is undeserved. Like even if I did work with someone irresponsible. Okay, so so many thoughts. Isn't that crazy? You know how when you work with someone, you think of yourself as like this crazy, like frazzled person? If I was working with someone like me, let's think about that. Like, I don't know, I feel like I would not be as bothered as people are with me. Because why are you so pressed? Like, if I'm not the manager, we're both working under someone else. Why are you so worried that I'm messy? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, right? Yeah, because I have this idea in my head. Okay, thank you to my professor from LaSalle who told me that. Remember how I said a few videos back? I was like, yeah, but to get a job, I need to pretend to be more professional than I am. And she was like, no, you don't. This is you. Thank you to that professor. I love her. I love her so much. I met her in the library the other day, and she was telling me about it, and I was so awkward and miserable and like ridden with poverty, and she's so nice to me still. I love her. What was I Yeah, okay, why pretend like this is not you? Sometimes I'm crazy and I'm all over the place, and that's fine because that's me. Like, I did the fundraiser with no idea how to set up a screen, and they helped me. Like, this is community. The purpose of the places thing is community, and there was community because I got to talk to people about my experience, and they helped me, and I even bought snacks for them, which they actually ate, and I was so happy. And there was like other people who went there for the screening, but there was like a clash in schedule, and I was like, yes, help yourself to the snacks. And they actually asked. She's like, can I have some? Yes, you can. That made me so happy because when I buy snacks, nobody ever eats them. It's like giving back feels good because I feel like people are always giving me. Like the amount of free meals and trips I've had when traveling and little gifts, like and then when I try to give back, nobody takes it. So when people take it, I'm like, yes, take my food. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay, so my thought process was lesbian party, work ethic. Where was I before lesbian party? Doorbitch. Before Doorbitch, get like working at stage, backstage. Girl, I don't like that tone of voice too. And when people go, girl, shut up, shut up. Okay, it's 12:48 and I have to leave the house at 6:30. But I'm waiting for my laundry because I have to wear all black tomorrow. And I have to wash my one thing at a time. First, I'll show you the room. I'll talk about it, and then I'll tell you about the rest of my day and where I got the clothes from. Okay, me showing you like, okay, this is like, this is me filming. That's why it's so like, I keep forgetting that when I go look at a new place, I need to see where the sockets are. I don't see them, but she said there were, so I want to go again. This is the hallway. Please look at this. Like, this is like what when you read a heritage book about Singapore's history, this is like what your great grandparents would be shacked up in when they first got off the boat. Fuck. Like, dude, this is the toilet. This is where I'm gonna be showering. And then there's this random door with leading to that. And there's no lock on either side, by the way. Like, this is the back, and then the front is like a shop house entrance. I mean, like every place, like even this place is like a sliding fucking door. I'm in I think it's like storage room or whatever. Okay, okay, okay. Cons is that it's in a shop house with no lock, and if someone wants to kill me, they can. No, it's not gonna happen in Singapore. I know that, but so when you come up the shop house and you turn right, my room is the first. There's a lock on the door. Um, it's all men, which is a good thing I feel like, because I feel like men are a bit cleaner than girls maybe. Like when there's hair in the drain that I saw, but I can easily live without like ignoring that. I should check if there's like who cleans the common spaces, you know? There's no windows. And so the main reason that I would take the room is the rent, and the main reason that I would not take the room, no windows, all men, or no lock. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I can literally live with anything. Like if when I first came here, I was like, damn, with a random ass family, it's so uncomfortable. In a random neighborhood that's so far away. But after a while, like I'm like, you get used to every single thing, you know? Another pro is that it's so near. LaSalle, if I do go, please, inshallah, please, please God, I really hope that I can start again this year. I do not want to take a year off. If I have to take a year off, I'll just give up and go somewhere else because I'm not waiting. Um, so I'm trying to like, if I was to take the room, my main pro would be cheaper rent. And my main con would be it's just old as fuck and kind of dirty. Yeah. Okay. So to check the common spaces cleaning, sockets, the toilet's tiny too. It's like you can't see shit. Like like maybe it's smaller than my arm span. You can't you can't see that. Yeah, it's a bit smaller than my arm span. I feel like if I reached my arms out, I would have to go a bit in. It's just like I'm not gonna die. Like I can take a shower and poop and pee and brush my teeth. It's just I need to go again. I need to text her that I'm gonna go again. So after I went to see the place, I was like, you know what? I'm near everything. Let's check if my student card concession works because I noticed that I was spending $10 a day on transport because I was tapping on my bank card because I thought I took a gap year, it won't work anymore. They must have disabled it, but it's not the school that's in charge of my concession. It's Land Transport Authority. Obviously, they wouldn't cancel it. So I went to check in MRT. At first, I was just walking around and I thought, should I go visit my mom's house to see my sister? Yeah, so I had to go to Parkway Parade. It's like a 10-minute walk from the place. And then I saw the MRT and I was like, yeah, let's check. And then I could use concession. So I could have saved that money that I was tapping away with my card. I could have been working everywhere without a fear because that concession pass lets you travel like for cheaper. Like you pay a set amount, like $48 for a month, and you can go as many places as you want with the train. Like I think I must have spent more than 50 at this point. And I was so worried, and that could have made things easier, but it's okay, whatever. Um, and then I took the train and then I saw that it was easy to get to the museum too from there, which is a good thing. Yeah, nice employment opportunities. And then I went to my mom's house and I got myself a sandwich to eat because I felt like it, even though I really should stop spending. Like, I think this is like, you know how there's like revenge, like time procrastination when you stay up for not being productive later because you want to feel your time is yours. I think for all the years that I've been like stinging and being as cheap as possible, I'm just spending right now. It's not a good thing because now I'm poorer than I was when I was stinging. Um, so here's a little thing to do. Please start being stingy again. I'm being serious. I know you think like abundance will come back to me, but you need to stop spending. Like, first of all, recuperate the expenses from the screening, because you can't be spending like that, girl. You ain't got no money. I have money for like 1 month's rent, and that's not okay. So you need to recuperate your film screen expenses. You need to start eating at home more. I'm being so thrilled. I had this big ass bag of fucking oats, and I don't even like oats. And I realized after I opened the bag and I had like my first bowl, and I was like, this makes me miserable. It reminds me of like how much I hate waking up in the morning, and also how much my mom would make it for me. And I just don't like the feeling of being up in the morning eating fucking oats. Like, am I a fucking farmer? Okay. You need to eat at home. You need to save more. You need to recuperate your expenses. Like, for example, if I go out, I just start thinking about every expense. Because now I would just be like, yeah, I feel like getting a drink because I need the sugar boost. And I'll get like a bubble tea for $4. Because I think, whatever. Stop that. When you go out, only necessities. Like, you only need to be spending on food. Like, now is, as my chemistry teacher would say, now is crunch time. Like, you need to be saving. I'm being for real. Okay. So, and then yes, I went to my sister's to visit my sister, and I've texted this production that I found on our like class, my course chat, because a lot of people put there's like an opportunities channel on Telegram, and they post when they meet people to do stuff. And I wasn't gonna say anything because I wasn't sure if it was paid, so I asked. Nothing wrong with asking. Get that in. And she said, yeah, it's if you can commit to all, it's 900 or 50 per show. I can't commit to all because of this thing, but 250 is not that bad. So tomorrow is not paid at all. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is not paid at all because it's dress rehearsal. But you know what? It's fine. You need to be calm. Money will come to you. And because the more frazzled and like ridden with poverty you are, the more nothing will go in your brain and you'll mess up at work even more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like for example, that fuck ass pop shift. I was like, wow, it's 2 a.m. This is more rowdy than I thought. And I was so like, I had to be on top of my game. Because I was afraid of disappointing the manager. And then I messed up even more and I was really nervous. So calm down. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. This is like to spend the time while you find a full-time job. Then I went to visit my sister, and I, I, I think I'm better at being a family member at a distance. Cause like when I'm right now when I'm at a distance, I really miss being around family. But when I'm there, it makes me realize why this is normal. This is not just me. It makes me realize that I don't like to be around. Cause my sister is rude as fuck. She does. So what happened? I had like I took because I needed black clothes for tomorrow. I took it from. I still have a bunch of clothes in my mom's house that I don't really want, but probably shouldn't dump. Cause like they keep pressuring me to do something with it, but then when I go and say I'm gonna donate it, dump it, she's like, "This is so. I bought this for you. Don't dump it." Like I'm not gonna wear like fucking faded skinny jeans that I had when I was 12, even if they are like Levi's. Leave me alone. Okay, so I will get rid of them one day, maybe donate it or something, and then not let her talk me out of it. But so I went to take that clothes. I had them on the sofa, and everyone in my family has some sort of OCD, which makes it extra hard to live with them, right? She was like, "Can you not put it with the nearly washed clothes?" Like, girl. So I said, "Oh, okay." So I was taking it. I just got a message. I was taking it down, and she like, I was like, pass it to me, and she went like that, and like on the floor. That was annoying. And another thing really annoys me is I think I told you about this older sister complex. Like I keep seeing on Instagram, like when you're the oldest daughter in the house and you have to suffer and work for everyone. but they're also like the most entitled because it's like she used to beat me up when I was a kid. Like she had these fucking long nails and she would scratch the fuck out of me. And parents would say nothing, by the way. But she was so entitled and always asking me to do shit for her. And like she would hit me like straight up. She's not happy with something. I remember. Why am I telling you my trauma? I remember I visited her in her university hall once, and I slept overnight. And then the next morning when I got up to leave, I think she was upset that I put my shoes on again with like specific things. She was offended that I put my shoes on like I don't know, I had socks on inside and she slapped me like pow. And I was like, you know what, I'm never gonna be friendly with her ever again. But I fucking lived with her unfortunately. So that's the unfortunate things about siblings. It's like even if they're like bitches, they're always there. So like you think I might as well make peace, but she really annoys me. Um, and then I asked her if she had something to drink, and she was like, "Do you want coconut water?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "What is yeah?" You have to say it politely. Girl, yeah. It's like this power thing. I feel like it's not a big deal. The please thing, I would have said please with anyone. But after throwing my clothes on the ground, it just reminded me. I was like, this is. I told her, I was like, this is why people find it hard to live with you, because I don't know. I feel like when I first came back, I was really surprised that she came to run and hug me. But it's because she was at work and she wanted to like. She's like my father in that sense, like very show offy. You know, if she's around people, she'd be like, "Yeah, my sister, she just came back from London." Um, but yeah, I was surprised that she came to run to hug me, and then I knew that it's because she works around these people. But little things like that, like they keep reminding me, like I'm obviously not gonna do anything about it. You know, that's the problem with me. Like no matter how disrespectful my mom or my sister and my dad or anyone that I know are to me, as long as they're related to me, I will forgive them because I don't think it's right to be away from your family. When I visited random people's houses in Palestine, like this is so dangerous, but I felt so safe. Random people were inviting me to their homes and I was going with them. Sometimes they live with like all of their family in the same compound, and I was so like touched by that after not being around my family for so long. I was like, damn, you really need to be with your family. But like no matter how far away from them I want to be, I never actually want to be entirely cut off, I think. Because I get lonely and your family is your family, no matter how fucking shitty and annoying they are. You don't have to be with them all the time, but I think it's good to acknowledge that they exist from time to time. But also, I think my family only likes me when I'm away from them. Like, they are so. Maybe it's because I'm one of the youngest, but there's no. Like, when I say I want respect, I don't mean like, yes, your highness. I mean like basic things, like talk to people nicely, gently, no yelling, no throwing shit, no. This is something that Tamil people do. They like to call you dog, like, whether it's like affectionately or something. That really rubs me the wrong way. I don't say anything because maybe it's like cultural, but that annoys me. And then what else? Or like when, yeah, just talking very like roughly. I don't like that. And that is what my family does, and that's why I feel like some distance is okay. Some. Like I had many opportunities right over the years, like in Australia or wherever, to cut myself off entirely and be so happy and free without them. But the thing is, I'm not like when people say you can like I like to be alone, you know, like when I'm in Australia, when I'm here to form my own alternate life, I don't want to if I work, I don't want to be friends with people I work with because that's not what I like. If I have friends, I don't. They're usually a bit too busy to be around all the time and form like your second family. And I like being alone, kind of. Like I don't like being lonely, but sometimes when I get lonely, I talk to my family. So there's like they're always there. I feel like no matter how annoying my family is, they won't deny me of a phone call, which is nice. Wow, this is so my incense is not running out. 35 minutes. What else can I say? I don't know if my laundry's done. What else? What else? What else? To do is just start saving, be a bit stingy, sort out your place to live, sort out your long-term 6 month earning plan. You can do it right now. I'm not joking. This dog walking business idea that I want, I will put it off because self-sabotage, but I will make sure that I will do it. Um, well, so after when I was at my sister's house, my mom's house, yeah, she just gave me a lot of attitude and I was so over it. So I left because we were supposed to eat dinner together, but no. Um, so I had my sandwich and I left. And then she mentioned that it was my aunt's birthday. So I was like, fuck it, I can go anywhere with my concession pass and I got nothing to do. So let's go. Let's go to my aunt's house. And again with the spending, I was like, let's buy her a cake and some candy and a soda. Stop that shit. But I did, and I bought her cake and I went to her house. She wasn't there, so I waited from like 6:30 to 9. And then she showed up at 9:30 and my cousin was there. The last time I had seen him was when we had a big fight and I tried to slap him. But obviously he's much stronger than me and he held my hand. I was like, bye. And then me acting like nothing happened. Isn't it so fun for random people to learn about my dysfunctional family? But anyways, he was nice to me. So we cut. He bought a cake too, so we had two cakes, little cakes. We cut them. I bought like a matcha cheesecake. It was not bad. I don't like when things have like this like we have a word for it in Tamil, but how do I translate it? Like a raw smell. Like when cheesecake or like when dairy has a dairy smell. I don't like that. I don't know. And the cake did have that funky smell, but it was not bad. And there was a chocolate cake too. That was good. They gave me leftovers. I have in the fridge for tomorrow. Could be breakfast or some tea. If I wake up and don't have to rush. Because every time I make tea, I can't drink it because it's too hot. So I have to wake up at like 5. That's another thing. Oh, another cons is that no utilities included. So I'm really nervous about the AC usage. Like here is included, so I'm very happy about turning it off and on as I like. Um, whatever, it's like you have to sacrifice some everywhere you go. Um, I put up like a Reddit post because I didn't have a Reddit account for a long time because I thought it was like where weirdos go. And then I made one and I posted it like, give me advice on how to be financially secure if I had to move out and pay 800 for it. And some people were useful, but like the amount of like aggressive Singaporeanness, like you were asking for too much. Just tahan. Why are you so special? Why do you think you're so? Why you have to move out? Shut up, shut up. But like again, I wish I was so like intensely pragmatic to the point where everything is doable. But I am in my own way. Like I'm just idealistically pragmatic. Like I don't have a job, but I somehow think that I could live alone. When I put it like that, that's so fucked up actually. I really need to get a job, but the fastest thing you could get is waitressing, but you don't want to do waitressing, so what can you do? Why is my phone at 10%? I feel like I'm gonna be such a cool, I was gonna say a cool adult or grown up, and then I realized I am grown up, fuck. But I'm gonna be such a cool old person because I feel like going through money troubles and life troubles younger makes you like cool. You know, like every adult person that I've met that I'm like, I want to be like you has gone through some shit at my age and younger. So I think I just need to be doing more interesting things with the difficulty, you know, like you know how I said I'm like when I say I'm like dying and ridden of poverty, I don't mean it like I mean that it really gets in my head. Like I live in the struggle instead of living above it. If I'm struggling a bit with money, I let it consume myself and I think so badly of myself and I can when I'm walking place to place I'm like, oh my god, stop that. You know, you can think positive. You can always like be putting out these feelers, put all of the energy that you put into being sad into producing and creating and making life. You can do it. I believe you can. You can do it because you have to. So what else? What else? What else? I'm on my career's future. So that's like 250 for the next few weeks, next 2 weeks. Plus my one, two, three, four, 6 museum shifts and then independent media fair that I'm doing, but that is I think they'll give me lunch, which is always good when you're as poor as me. Um, 3 application updates. Okay, let's apply to more shit. On there's this website called My Career's Future, and it's like random ass companies with names like Marketing Solutions, Zenith Marketing Solutions. Will say will invite me to apply for shit, and I always tell myself to ignore it because, but you know what? A job is a job. What date is it? Today, 20th. Okay. Are you Singaporean? Yes. Can you start immediately? Yes. Are you looking for a full-time position? Yes. The school thing might be a bit of a problem, but I think I should stop telling people. You know, you can lie. You can always lie. Urgent. I like to see that. Um. So if I start in August, I have a break in December, and then January, February, March, April, May. So I was thinking, I don't know why I had in my mind that I was gonna leave in December. Oh, I was because semesters two starts. I want that. I want to leave, and then I want to do my study abroad, which means I have to get 5,000 immediately. How? You know what? People who make jokes about like engaging in prostitution to make money quickly actually don't know how hard it is because like men are cheap actually. Like they'll ask you how much and then they won't. Like they're just wasting your time. You think like you could do OnlyFans magically and get a bunch of money, or like sell your butt on the street and get magically get a bit of money, but what you just get is men like harassing you, and it's something you have to do slowly too. Mm, what was I gonna look at? Calendar. That segue was crazy. Selling your butt. Okay. So term one starts August. And then semesters two starts in January, which means that's like a good motivation for me because I'm really going to do January to August next month abroad. Okay, lock the fuck in. Okay, I'm gonna do like a vision board and everything. Study abroad, and I have to email the colleges that I really want to go to. There's one in New York called the New School. I really like their vibe because they have like what was it, a creative writing program. And then I like there's another one that I really wanted to apply to, but I was too scared to do the application because the Common App website's really um complicated. It's like this cute little like liberal arts college in like the woods in New something, one of those towns that are New something. They have like a classics degree. I don't know if it will match up with my degree requirements. What is it called? Mm, what is it called? It starts with a B. Starts with a B. Bryn Mawr. It's an all-women's college in Pennsylvania. Their vibe is so chill. I like that. Like I like places that are like I feel like would challenge me but also accept me, you know? That's the thing. Because sometimes when people say intellectually rigorous, it's just like putting you in a box. But I want to be intellectually rigorous in a way that I like. Which LaSalle kind of does that. Okay, so you need to do your oh, I wish I wasn't writing this pencil because my handwriting is okay. Pen. It's so messy. I need to clean this up before I sleep. And then suffer from no sleep tomorrow, which is fine. Cause she texted me. She was like, "If you need a nap, don't feel pissy. You can do this. I believe in you." What you need to do is do these bursts of like a bunch of crazy shifts, and then you can earn like a bunch of money, and you can keep going. I know it's not sustainable, but for now, to earn rent and to get to a more secure position. So what is a secure position when you have six months of rent? So what is 6 months of rent? Let's just say that rent is 800, even if I might be moving to a smaller place. That's $5,000. Once I have $5,000, I will feel a bit more calm. Um, another con is that I said it's old as fuck and dirty. It's just kind of yucky, like the toilets are. As long as it's men and they don't I have a fear too of a camera. Like that old British guy I was telling you about, he was so fucking perverted. He would make jokes about putting a camera in the shower, and he was using my towel, definitely. And I still didn't do anything about it. Um, oh, what can you do? I just don't have the capacity for that shit, you know? Like, even here, I was so afraid that the brother was gonna be creepy. But they're okay. There's like ways to check for cameras too. I saw it online. What if this was my longest video yet? What if I'm got to an hour? New college and okay, I need a strategy to save money. So I'll only spend on what? Nothing. Only spend on groceries and nothing else. Like if you need a mirror, get it on Carousel or pick it up off the street. I don't give a shit. You're not spending a single cent. I really want that candle from IKEA though. No. Once you get a job, you get the candle. And once you get a job, you get that big golden retriever plushie that you want. Once I get a job, I get a bunch of cool graffiti stickers. I think I like in my mind I'm like art supplies are urgent because I want to do it. But just fucking hold on, you know? Like I spent $50 on some canvas and paint. I don't regret it because it helped me feel a bit better, but fuck's sake, for fuck's sake. Um, I know where I could apply for a job too. There's like a film developing. Um, okay, what else? And then I went to my visit my grandma and my aunt. Um, yeah, I walked home after that to digest. My grandma always stuffs me so much. I love her. She doesn't make me feel bad about it too. I have like, again, because I'm really like struggling. I'm not struggling. I just want to save, and I'm so conscious about money. I think she can tell she doesn't want to make me feel bad about it. So she's like stuffing me with all sorts of food. And we watched this old time movie called Basha. It made me think about remember how much I love Rajinikanth. I wanted to get one of those like corny shirts with his face on it, but it's like $40, I think. I'm not gonna look it up because I'll buy it to make myself feel better. But you can make yourself feel better with other things. Firstly, by earning money. That will definitely make me feel better, you know? Oh, okay. You know what I can do? Creepy British guy, when he left, he gave me a MacBook. I know, and I didn't want to sell it because it's really good for like editing stuff. But now I have this, I have my tablet that I don't really use, but I can't sell because like I'll get too little money for it. And then I have three laptops. So like I should sell one of them to make me feel a bit better, right? With money. I'll bring this tomorrow and I'll go to Simlim and I'll ask how much. I think I should get like at least I feel like it's gonna be like 300, but I feel like I should get at least 500. It still works well and everything. And I just don't want to sell it because I always have this like idea like what if I make a movie? What if I have to do some technologically hard work? But it's been like 2 years. And I can always like it's so old, it's huge. So I think even if I do get a bit of money, like I could use the do you hear that? So I could use the money to like put a down payment on a nice laptop too. Yes, because it's so large. Like it's I don't know if you can tell, but like what the fuck? I'm gonna go check on my laundry actually. And look at all these image files. That's another thing. I have like kind of put it down. I just need like a lot of space, memory space to do things. So I don't want to sell it, but you know what? Let's do it. It will definitely make me feel a bit more secure having a bit more than a month's rent. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, because otherwise it's just sitting and I'm not even using it every day. I'm using this every day. I'm definitely not carrying that around ever because it's so large. Yeah, because like even if I do make a random film in the future, I can easily do it on a bad laptop. I can do it on my phone. Steve Lacy won a Grammy with a jailbroken iPhone 5. Sell the MacBook. So tonight I'm gonna clean that out. I can even do it tomorrow, but I'm gonna find some time in between my 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. rehearsal, maybe during lunch, pop over for free on my concession pass, and I'm going to ask how much it will cost. And I'll probably sell it on the spot because I'm not carrying it back. Please, please, God, at least 500 and up. At least 500 and up. Please, 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 please. It works fine too. Like, okay, I'm just gonna ask every single shop and outside. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. And I need to be doing things, you know, like I need to be applying. How I got the pub job was being really aggressive and like calling people and being like, yes, give me the job now. I will come. I'll start today. I'll start tomorrow. So I think that approach might work with a lot of like hiring people. The thing is, when people tell you to look on Telegram groups, they will Telegram leads you to a bot and you have to answer questions about yourself and send a picture of yourself, and sometimes it just doesn't work out immediately. Events crew. Yes, please, I have done that. Give me the job. Immediately come. Immediately come. What the fuck? Strong communication and interpersonal skills. I fucking hate working with people. I fucking hate it. I don't want to work with people. Um, so I think our roving cinema and press might come to fruition soon. I have to sign up as a community for the cinema, and then I'll sell a bunch of scenes and stuff, and then I think slowly develop that idea. Or why slowly? You can just straight up come out with it. Yeah, because you have like things to do. These really nice girls at the screening came up to me and they wanted, and a guy came up to me and they wanted to help me with it because I was doing it all alone, and I was like, thank you so much for not thinking that I'm like a fucking lame loser. Okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Why did I come on here? Oh, to register. So weekday nights I could run more screenings. Okay, let's have like a little tab of everything that's happening in my life right now, okay? So what am I doing? I need to check my laundry, okay? I'll come back. I'm not gonna stop the recording. I went to check my laundry for 10 more minutes and I had a really awkward moment because the light wasn't on in the toilet, so I turned it on and I tried to open the door and he was, why are you shitting with the door with the light closed, you freak? Okay. Um, I hate it when that happens when I don't know if the toilet door is locked or not, so I push a bit harder and then he's like, from inside. I hate that. Okay, whatever. Um, saying it out loud makes me realize, like, it gets it out, and then I don't absorb the intense energy. Because otherwise, I'm like bothered by every single little thing. Because I keep it in. I'm like, oh. I was gonna write down something. Everything that's going on in my life, yes. Okay. Front film screenings. I'm still thinking about how awkward it is. Um, what else is going on? I'm logging my job. I have my art science gig. I'm waiting for my tech theater gig. I'm working stagehand on a play. I feel like I'm gonna do really badly in it because my ego is like I really should be doing something more important than this. But listen, I'm telling you right now, put aside any notion of I should be doing something bigger than this because it's true. But the fact is you're not because you can control it. Like if you think you can be doing something better than this, then why do you sign up? Because you need money. So put your fucking head down and you can formulate ideas to do bigger things while you get a bit of fucking money and spend some time not being miserable and networking, okay? This is like my talk that I'm giving you right now. You better like put your fucking heart and soul into tomorrow, but not at the expense of seeming fake and stupid. Just chill the fuck. You're doing this because you need a bit of money. That's it. Let go of everything, you know? You gotta like, what is that Muhammad Ali? Like, float like a butterfly. The singing part is arbitrary. It's not needed right now, but float like a butterfly. That's when things really flow for you. I notice, like when you float and flow and push along and just, you know, you know. Okay, I was figuring out money for school, trying to save to leave the country for study abroad. Okay, and I can also like work there, so it's not a problem. Everything that's going on in my life, film screenings, getting your zine press, more traction, Art Science Museum, waiting for my tech theater gig, working as a stagehand on a play until July end. Maybe moving house, figuring out money for school, trying to save to leave the country for study abroad. These are really big things, but it's life. And the more harder things you have, the more you will adapt to do harder things so your abilities will expand. And this is project management in a way. I have 10 more minutes till my laundry's done and it's 1:33 a.m. Okay. Um, I was gonna laugh at the way I drank. I don't know why. Oh, this is why I like being up late at night, I think. Because it's you're alone and you're like, yes, let's do things, let's find the answers. But with my own space, I can do this anytime. My new room, if I move, the fact that I'm already saying my new room, I think, like, you know how you always know what you want? I'll probably move because it's so near, it's in such a nice area. Like, to go from where Juchet to LaSalle, 30 minutes by bus, 40 minutes by train. You know, are you kidding me? Here, it's 2 hours and I have to take a train, an MRT, another MRT. No. I like going through Hougang and Kovan because it reminds me of my childhood. Um, but practically for cheaper rent and closer, you you can't really like the vibes here are nice and peaceful and quiet and neighborly. But I think after we'll see for another time. I just want to check if there's hot water and a socket, and then I want to like sit in the room and see if it's hot as fuck, you know, because there's like a little fan, like a ventilator fan. Um, but I just want to see if it's so raggedy, but if that's what my life has to be, so be it. I can do grocery shopping. Didn't I start this by saying I was gonna find um the grocery store near Juchet. There's a fair price in Juchet complex. There's it's near Katong Point, and there's like the fancy supermarket I was telling you about. It's called Little Farms. I'm definitely not doing that. Yeah, there's a giant that I can go to that I used to go to. Um, I also found that about a food bank, and I think I should sign up for that. Um, yeah, like take all the help you can get, you know? Because why are you thinking that I don't deserve it? When you do, you are poor. There are like government schemes that I can sign up for. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. I need to pee. I bought a curtain for this room because I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna commit and say I'm gonna stay for 6 months, I'm gonna commit. So I bought a curtain. And I really hope when I rip it off, they won't take my deposit. What am I going to do with it too? I could leave it here for the next person, but like, it was like $7. Should I take it with me? I don't know. This carpet too. The room is smaller than this, so I'm pretty sure this carpet will like go up. Besides, it's such a nice carpet though. And I really hope there's no cockroaches because it's like, you saw the video, it's like an open kind of old place. And I opened like the drawers of the wardrobe and there's like some, like I think tea leaves crumbs. What the fuck? If there are cockroaches, I have like the things, the traps. There are cockroaches when I was living near East Coast. I was like literally right across. Like there's East Coast and then there's like is it a highway? It's a highway. Then you cross the highway and you walk up and that was my house. That was so sexy. It was like 900 though. And because the guy was moving out, he even gave me some money back. He was like, it was nice. He gave me stuff. I like stuff. Why was my application rejected? Damn, you ain't gonna give me money like that? Oh, okay. They have like employment hub too. So I will harass them. I will be calling and showing up to your office like, give me a job, give me money. Listen, when I was looking, I think when I got this lamp from someone's house and I was walking back, I think it was then, I thought, this is like, imagine when I have children in the future and I'm gonna be like, your mom was out and about, like trying to form a respectable life for herself. She was like carrying plastic bags and fucking lamps on public buses. And that's like, why do you have to be the most sheltered, non experienced person to be a good person? You know? Like in my head, I'm like, maybe it's a Singaporean ideal to like do things like everyone else does, and it's what makes you clean and normal. But no, because everyone's life, I'm looking at every single thing in a completely different perspective now. Because I was talking to the taxi driver the way to my pub shift. I think I told you about this, and he was like telling me about his family problems and his divorce and the way his kids fight with the mom and the way the mom always asks him for money. I see everything in a completely new light. everybody is fighting in their families. Like they have the same exact conflict and fights as I do. Like even with the house, living in a small space and being annoyed with people, that doesn't make you a bad person. It's normal. You know, like I just want my own space. And that's what I'm doing this for. Nearly fucking killing myself for it, but I feel a lot more like at peace with the world the more I learn about other people. Like they all have these intricate lives and they fight the same way I do and they get upset the way I do and they get annoyed the way I do. There's no like I saw this thing where Singaporeans are always complaining about not living the ideal Singaporean life, but there is no ideal Singaporean life. That is a myth. Like everybody strives for an ideal, but every single person falls short. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no Singaporean person that lives the exact like amazing Singaporean life. Like Crazy Rich Asians, Lee Kuan Yew, Oxley Road, bungalow, rich, works hard, has a family legacy. Nobody achieves that perfectly. Even if they do achieve some form of it, like they work fucking hard in weird places and they suffer through it and they make bad decisions all the time. That's a Singaporean. There's no ideal that you're not living up to. Because the ideal doesn't exist. Okay. Um, wow, that's a thing. Okay. So I am a uniquely Singaporean in my insane moving to see, like, there's a part of me that's like, you shouldn't do this. It's just stupid. Just go move back in with your mom. But it's not worth the heartache and anxiety. I want to be like as free from mental and emotional burden as possible. Like, if I want to sit at home, I don't want to question it. Yeah, because like I did it for a year and I knew what it's like. You know what I mean? I keep killing myself over things like that when I don't have to. I was talking to this guy in Prague and we were out to check out a club. I told him that I feel like killing myself because when I was in Europe, I was genuinely suicidal in the winter. Um, Hold on, I'm trying to think of a title for this. The ideal doesn't exist. And I said something a few seconds ago. What did I say? What did I say? Anyways, this guy in Prague told me whenever I feel like killing myself, I should take a train far, far away. What if moving is what makes me miserable? Okay, the decision behind moving. What was I gonna say before this? What did I say before this? Ah, whatever. The ideal doesn't exist and suffering makes you interesting. Voila. I've covered it. I have discovered everything. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna clean up. I have like a little painting. I tried to paint a cat in a car. It's this is I mean this I still have to add detail, okay, so just don't come for me. Um I wanna do like a flip through though, once I'm filled it up. I used to have an art journal when I was younger, but I threw away all the ones that I did have because my mom would go through them and then it would feel polluted, which like it kind of it's what I believe, you know, like your energy is into um your energy and your thoughts go into the work, and if someone you don't want to intrudes upon it, like I want to keep everything energetically clean, which is not a bad thing. Okay, not my planner being under all that canvas, and I just abandoned it. When I Even the book that I bought for sketches. Oh my god. When things get busy, I neglect cleaning up. Um, but it cleans, it leaves out, like, it's not filthy, it's just stuff. Like, it's not, it's like paint. And it's not like I'm leaving like fucking milk cartons and opened food and inviting roaches and stuff. It's just a bit cluttered. If I was living with my mom, number one, I would not have the space to do that. I would not have the space to paint. I would not have the space to do skincare, to film, to burn incense and drink tea, to have my calendar on the wall. Do you know what I mean? It's little things like that. Even if it's messy, like it removes the cognitive. Like let's say if I'm leaving right now and I want to take a cable out from, I want to take a ruler out from this. Like instead of like taking the ruler out and putting it back, I might just take the ruler out and leave it like that on my bed because I'll come back and nobody's gonna say anything. And guess what? The world still didn't end. Like my room might get a bit more messy than usual, but nobody died. Do you understand? Oh, let me actually get the ruler out and do my seams. And then I don't know what this guy's done taking a shit or whatever the fuck. He really pisses me off sometimes. He's so like big headed. Okay. Drinking my tea. My laundry should be done drying, and then I'll hang it up to dry. I have like a black sweater to wear, and I need to find like comfortable black pants. What do I have comfortable? I have jeans. I should have something dark, I think. Yeah. Um, or I'll wear like my black pants that I was wearing to the pub, and I will rebrand it from waitressing black pants to stagehand black pants. And I have to alter the waist a little bit. Can I do it by tomorrow morning? It's 2 a.m. 1:47 a.m. Mm, I don't know if I should wait for a call from my friends in London. We do like a four-way conference call: London, America, Palestine, Singapore, and as expected, the quality is really bad. I'm scrolling through my messages. People, leave me alone. I have a lot of conflict about saying things and how exposed this is, and what I can say and what I can't say now. Um, Girl, this random Tamil guy being knighted by King Charles. Look at his son though. Arr. Little lesbian archive. What am I doing? I'm just scrolling. Okay. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna upload this. Did I make a decision? I have to calculate. You know what I have to do? I have to calculate like what rent is because I spent $200 this week for this week until 25th. So if I go to the new place, is it worth it? Because I'm spending 800 for a month and a bit, including utilities, so a bit more. Versus if I just stayed here till the end of the month, until 17th of next month, and then paid 800 and then started the new lease, which is more financially, which saves me more. I have to think about that. Um, I'm afraid that if I was take too long to make a decision, she'll like revoke the $50 discount she'll give me. But okay. Um, Stop being afraid of people. Do your laundry, hang it up, go to sleep. See if you can get your black pants to fit you better. And I really wish I had my black sweatpants that my mom probably threw away. I don't know why she does that. She throws away like random stuff but keeps other stuff. Like what is the thinking behind this decision process? I don't know. Um, Brush my teeth and go the fuck to sleep. Okay, bye.